All right. Oh, fun. I know that you're all joining, and it will take a little while for you all to get here, but I just wanted to welcome you. We're here with Pam Best today. Pam, your call with Erin was what, Monday? Oh, yeah, it was just Monday, right?
Well,
Oh, it
actually,
got canceled. That's right.
it was Tuesday.
That's right. All the technical difficulties. Yeah, that has never happened with instant teleseminar that it's like not been down. I mean, that we couldn't access it. So that was definitely fluky, but it was all in divine timing. So it
Right.
worked out beautifully. So, but we have you here today, which is super exciting because one of the comments that we got a lot was we want to experience Pam's work. Like we want to go through this process. We want to experience it. And the thing is, with the interview, there just wasn't time. So Pam was grateful enough to join us today, and she's going to do just that with us. She's taking us through a condensed version of her process so we can experience it. So this is really a time for us to connect with you, Pam, and your work. So I'm thrilled to have you here.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here because I love this work. I think it's so fun. I've never hypnotized anyone that said they didn't like it. They're like, "Oh yeah, can you do it again?"
Awesome.
I mean, it's always so relaxing for one thing. It's like, we all need to relax during our day, right?
Yeah,
So,
totally.
so today what
Totally.
I'm going to do,
I'm going to
it's
go off video and I'm going to let you take over, Pam,
oh,
and work through this process. I'll be here, but I'm just going to let everybody see you.
okay. Okay. Maybe that's working. Um, so like I said, what we're going to do today is just a condensed version because the whole hypnosis itself takes about an hour and say 15 minutes to 30 minutes. And we don't have that kind of time. And usually what I do is I go through, we look at blocks to what's causing. So we're kind of looking at negative things in your life in order to find out what's going on with the negative issue you have at the time. But today we're going to do a little something different because we're going to go back to a time where you were happy, you were successful, you felt like you accomplished something, you were using your inner strength. So that's what we're going to do today. And to begin with, I want you to check my eyes because this is a little what we're going to do. So when I ask you, I'm going to get close to the camera. When I ask you to look up, you're not going to move your head up. You're just going to keep your head straight, and then you're going to look up into your eyebrows. And then when I say breathe in, you might find that your eyes blink because it's hard to keep them open, and that's perfectly fine. That actually puts you into a REM state, which is part of going into hypnosis. So you'll breathe in and breathe out, and we'll do that 3 times. And then on the very last breath, with your eyeballs up, if you're looking into your eyebrows, you're going to close your eyelids down. So you might all try that now, trying to keep your eyeballs up. Close your eyelids down, and you'll see that little fluttering sensation. That's going into the hypnotic state. That's actually REM, where you also dream. It puts you into a theta brainwave as well. So maybe just try that and see if that's working for you. And you don't have to worry about getting it perfectly right. It's not that important. It just helps you. And then you want to make sure that you're in a comfortable position. So either lying down, which is perfectly fine, or sitting back in a chair. So if you're sitting back in a chair, maybe kind of be able to put your head back so you're not having to hold your body up. So everyone, just go ahead and get comfortable. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to share my screen just to give you a pretty picture to look at while we begin, but you are going to be closing your eyes. Oh, wait, hold on just a second. Let me just stop that for a second because I'm going to stop my video and then we'll do that again. Okay, so if everyone's ready, we're going to begin. And we're just going to do this, like I said, this is a very condensed version. We'll go through the induction. I'll regress you to a couple of scenes where you accomplished something, and then we'll do some positive suggestions, and then I'll bring you back up to your full awareness, okay? So here we go. So to begin with, find yourself in a comfortable position, either lying down or sitting in a comfortable chair with your neck supported. And just relaxing with your feet not touching and your hands and legs uncrossed in a nice open body position. I want you to open your eyes, looking up into your eyebrows, or you can find a real or imagined spot to fix your eyes upon and take a nice deep breath in and out. Again, breathing in and out, and every time you blink, that's hypnosis coming upon you. And just one last time, breathing in, and this time keeping your eyeballs up. Close your eyelids right down, and you'll feel a fluttering sensation which allows you to move between alpha and theta brainwaves where hypnosis takes place. Excellent. And now just letting your eyes feel soft again and relaxed into a natural position. Your eyes are beginning to feel heavy, droopy, drowsy. And tucking your chin in slightly to your chest as if to get that looking down feeling. Feeling very safe and very secure, as if looking over a balcony or down a flight of stairs. And as you look down, I want you to see 10 stairs descending. 10 stairs that are leading you down to a warm and inviting place you'd like to be. See the stairs in your mind, and with every step I guide you down, you sink deeper and deeper into an awareness, deeper into yourself, and going deeper 10 times with each step you take. So stepping from 10 down to 9, letting go and relaxing, sinking deeper as you step down to 8, seeing your feet as they make contact with each step. You relax and go deeper and moving down to 7 with a drifting, floating feeling. And on to 6, letting go of all expectations. Expectations of yourself, expectations of the process, knowing that your amazing mind does it all. You just simply let yourself drift deeper. Drifting deeper, you're halfway down, sinking and drifting. Moving deeper onto 4 now, as every sound around you, every noise and movement in your body takes you deeper down to 3. Drifting, sinking, moving rapidly deeper, and on to 2. With every heartbeat, your entire body soft, relaxed, and open. every nerve, every fiber of your being, gentle and open as you move rapidly deeper now, stepping down to 1, drifting down. That's right. Sinking down. Deeper still with every click. You move deeper, sinking deeper, moving deeper, rapidly deeper. That's right. So here in this deep state, feeling very relaxed and letting yourself go deeper still, moving deeper and deeper. And as you go even deeper into an absolutely relaxed state, you're so aware that the energy of your body does exactly what it thinks you want, following that blueprint, following that pattern that you created. That's the job of your mind, to do what it thinks you want and based on the beliefs you have. So we're going to be very, very clear now to ensure that your mind knows exactly what you now want. So understanding is power, and understanding in hypnosis for you is real, true, profound power. And right now, I'm going to give your mind some powerful suggestions that your mind will take on with repetition every time you listen to this recording. Your mind is brilliant and wants the best for you because that's its job. Its job is to keep you safe and to do what you tell it, because your thoughts create your habits and your habits create your reality. So as you continue to relax and drift deeper still, your mind is latching on to every word I say, and my voice goes with you, suggesting only positive thoughts and feelings. And as you go deeper into an awareness of yourself, you'll soon begin to see, sense, and feel what it is you desire, what it is you need. That's right. Just drift deeper, deeper still, moving down to an even deeper level. Excellent. And as you continue drifting deeper, just relaxing, allowing your mind to relax, allowing your thoughts to become softer and easier, letting your mind be open and clear, knowing that your mind will continue to relax as we move through this meditation. Feeling each breath relaxing your mind more and more. And we're going to look at some of the scenes from your past. And today we're looking at happy moments. We're looking at moments where you felt successful, where you accomplished something. And we're reviewing them because they will give you the most profound level of understanding about yourself. And so right now, on the count of 5, your brilliant mind is pulling you back, taking you back, moving you back, drawing you back to a scene that is all to do with feeling empowered, feeling strong inside. On 4, you're becoming younger, smaller, lighter, shorter. On the count of 3, years are peeling away from your body. And on the count of 2, you're drifting back, being pulled back, drawn back, taken back to a very vivid, vital scene where you had a connection to your inner strength. And on the count of 1, just be there. And as I click my fingers, the scene is springing into your mind automatically. What's happening in the scene? Is it daytime or nighttime? Are you inside or outside? About how old are you? And what is happening in this scene? And most importantly, what are you feeling? So I'm going to give you a few moments to enhance this feeling. Just taking it all in, remembering and connecting to your inner strength. And when you're done with that scene, I want you to pretend that it's a snapshot and just pretend that you're placing that in your right hand, because we're going to go back to another scene, place, time, or event where you felt strong, where you felt an inner strength, a happy time, a successful time, a time where you felt accomplished. So on the count of 1, your brilliant mind is pulling you back, taking you back, moving you back, drawing you back to a scene that is all to do with feeling empowered and strong inside. You're becoming younger, smaller, lighter, shorter. Years are peeling away from your body. And on the count of 2, 3, 4, and 5, that scene is popping up into your mind. And as I click my fingers, is it daytime or nighttime? And are you inside or outside? What is happening in the scene? Are you by yourself? Is anyone with you? And most importantly, what is it that you're feeling? So I'm going to give you another few moments to take that scene in, take those feelings in, remembering and reconnecting. And so with that scene, just like the other one, we're going to pretend that it's a snapshot or a CD and just place that in your left hand with the other one. And one last time, we're going to go back to another scene, a vivid, vital, crucial, absolutely relevant scene where you felt successful, accomplished, proud of yourself, happy. So on the count of 5, you're drifting back. Your mind is pulling you back, taking you back, drawing you back to a scene that is all to do with feeling empowered and strong inside. On the count of 4, you're becoming younger, smaller, lighter, shorter. On the count of 3, years are peeling away from your body. On the count of 2, you're drifting back, being pulled back, taken back to a very vivid, vital scene of a time when you had a connection to your inner strength. And on the count of 1, as I click my fingers, just be there. And as scene is springing up into your mind automatically. What is happening in that scene? Is it daytime or nighttime? And are you inside or outside? About how old are you? And the most important question of all is, what are you feeling in that scene? So just take a few moments to enhance those feelings and review what's happening. Good. Now, with those 3 scenes, those 3 snapshots you have in your left hand, I want you to think about what's going on in your right hand today as you know it. And I want you to take those 3 scenes in your left hand and find a commonality as to what's going on today with your life, with your sense of accomplishment, with your feelings of empowerment, reconnecting to that inner strength, remembering who you are. Just take that in, remembering a time in your life or a few times in your life where you felt empowered, you felt proud of yourself, you felt strong, you felt happy. Whatever it is, just take that in and remember. And as a way to remember and to be able to connect to that, I want you to take your hands and just wrap yourself in a huge, big hug, anchoring that feeling of happiness, that feeling of being empowered, that feeling of inner strength, whatever it may be. Just anchor that in so that you can always hug yourself and remember the power that lies within. And as you go deeper, you're listening with your subconscious mind, and you know that you are incredibly suggestible, and you know that understanding is power. And understanding in hypnosis is the most phenomenal power, and you're able to look over and around and through those scenes and understand even something more powerful. Understanding that you, as a beautiful, responsible adult, had something positive happen to you, to where you were able to have that inner strength, to feel good about yourself, to know that you're enough. To know that the universe loves you because the universe brought you here. You only came to this planet through your parents. They birthed you, but the universe was the power and the love that brought you here because it wanted you here. It needs you here because you matter. You have something very unique and special to give to this world. And when you reconnect to that inner power, that inner knowing, that you matter, and that you are strong within. When you remember and reconnect to that, it gives you a sense of purpose. It gives you a sense of happiness. It gives you a sense of belonging and being connected to something greater, helping others, supporting others, loving others, all the while loving yourself, feeling confident, feeling assured of why you're here. And as you reach down into the depths of your knowing, I want you to imagine letting all the anxieties, all the frustrations, all the shoulds that we take on every day, just allow them to soak down into the ground with each breath you take, just like the rainwater soaks into the earth. Just let yourself feel emotionally safe and secure, emotionally relaxed. Imagine this relaxation. Imagine all fears and anxieties being washed away by the rain, blown away by the wind. With each breath, you're more and more relaxed, and your imagination is more and more vivid. And I want you to imagine moving down 10 steps. And with each step, we're moving deeper and deeper, further into yourself. 10, relaxing more with each breath. 9, relaxing even more, returning to your inner awareness. 8, softly, gently easing yourself into who it is that you truly are. 7, drifting deeper. 6, feeling your breath, becoming drowsier. 5, moving into a place of wisdom, wherever that may be. 4, moving into your own place of knowingness. 3, your imagination becoming more vivid, more clear. 2, moving into the depths of relaxation. And 1, totally relaxed and centered at a very deep level of consciousness. And I want you to imagine moving into a room. And as you open the door to this room, you sense that this is a place of your knowingness, a place of comfort, a place of security. And you can sense the feeling that you get when you walk into this room. A sense of happiness, a sense of empowerment. Maybe it's confidence. Reconnecting to your inner strength. And you take in the colors of this room. You take in the smell. You feel the air. And you know that this is a place of power for you. Just like your heart space is a place of power, an inner knowingness. where you gain strength and you begin to love yourself, where you begin to know and learn that each day is a day of taking action towards something that you desire. Because every time you step into your empowerment and you step into that inner strength, knowing that you've done it before, just as you saw those scenes, you know it's there. And it's just a matter of tapping into it. And every time we take action, the universe responds with an action to support us and help us. And knowing that you are enough. You are enough because the universe wanted you here. You know that being enough makes you determined to be the person you were destined to be. Talented, smart, successful. You tell your mind over and over again that you are enough, and you know that your mind simply cannot, does not, and will not ever object to this statement of truth. I am enough. You feel it. You say it. It's becoming who you are. It isn't just what you do, it is who you are. You know that you are enough. So just let yourself go deeper. You are enough, and you feel that feeling of being enough. And as you go deeper into an absolutely relaxed state, you know that knowing that you are enough is so available to you. It may have been a missing part of your life. It may have been the reason why you didn't have some of the things you wanted, or you don't feel the way you want to feel about yourself. But whatever it is, you know that you are enough. You've always been enough, and you always will be enough, because everything is available to you. Love, recognition, success, money, compliments, praise. Everything is available to you because we live in a yes universe, and the universe brought you here. The universe brought you here in abundance. And so just let yourself go deeper and deeper and deeper still. And as you go deeper, you know that you are enough. You know it. You believe it. You think it. And everyone around you also knows that you are enough. And so just let yourself go deeper. As you go into an absolutely relaxed state, you are aware of a powerful, massive transformation taking place in you now and always. As you go deeper, you remember that that little baby you once were, who was so certain, so sure that they were enough. They cried whenever they needed something. They didn't wait until someone came to them. They cried out. That's what babies do because they know they are enough. And as you go deeper, you remember that. Your brilliant mind is reactivating, remanifesting, regenerating, and recreating that same ability that you had as a baby. You know that you're enough. So as you go deeper and deeper and deeper, simply because of the fact that you tell yourself every day that you are enough, You say it with conviction. You say it repeatedly. Your mind lets it in. And as a direct result, you develop wonderful relationships with other people. You maintain and sustain the most incredible confidence that radiates out from you. Your confidence, your level of self-worth, it reassures you, it reassures other people. And you live from this place of inner strength. You live from this place of confidence and success, knowing that you are enough. And every day your mind understands what it is you want, what you need, and what you insist on. Your brilliant mind conditions you, motivates you, programs you. It absolutely compels you to become the incredible woman you are and to own your power. And every day you're commanding your mind, compelling your mind, directing and instructing your brilliant mind that you are an amazing and wonderful person. And as my voice goes with you, my words have a constant, consistent, ever-present, massive impact on you. And from this moment on, you're aware of this powerful healing transformation taking place in you. You know that you are enough. You let those words in. You hear it over and over again. My voice goes with you, and it has the most healing, powerful effect on you. And very soon, without this recording, you hear my voice reminding you that you are enough. You know it to be the absolute truth about yourself. And this knowing that you are enough is overriding, wiping out, shattering, smashing, erasing, eradicating anything else. Because you have so much power to know that you are enough, and you live from that inner wisdom. You live from that inner strength. You reconnect to it now, and you tap into that power, and you use that power every day. And every time you hear these words, and you hear them a lot, you drift into a deep healing level, and your mind influences your body. You influence your mind. You have made up your mind, set your mind, programmed and conditioned your mind to know that you're enough. Your mind lets it in. You absorb it. It has such an impact on you. And as you go deeper, you have the power to be an extraordinary person. You are expanding and increasing your confidence and self-worth right now. You have the power. You take that power. You own that power. You have an image of yourself doing outstanding work. You are super skilled, extraordinarily talented, and highly gifted. You do what you love. You absolutely love what you do. And this image is already so clear, so real, so lifelike, because absolutely everything is in the right place at the right time, because you know that you are enough. And your mind is motivating you, compelling you, conditioning you, and programming you to know that you are enough. And you know that every week, every single week, someone on the planet breathes easier because of you. When you change one person's life, it's the same as changing the life of all humanity. And that means You make a massive difference. You have a huge purpose. And whatever that purpose is, you always reconnect to your inner strength, loving yourself, knowing your self-worth, knowing that you matter, knowing that you are enough. So in a moment, I'm going to begin counting from 1 to 5. And feeling this deep, peaceful sense of security within yourself, knowing that at any given moment, no matter what it looks like, you are worthy. You are enough. You tap into the power of your inner strength. You reconnect to who you are. And you celebrate this. You love it. And with this knowing, you can return to your consciousness feeling refreshed, renewed, absolutely certain of these changes, absolutely certain you have the freedom to become a new you, to connect to your inner strength. And so on the count of 5, you can gently return to your consciousness. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Hello.
Hi.
Welcome back, everybody.
Oh, thanks for that. Wow, that was really, what a process. That's incredible. That's awesome. I would love to hear, and I'm sure you would too, how everybody's experience was with that, and what happened or what was revealed, and how you're doing. So if you can write in and let us know. Um, Pam, I would like to talk about how, because now we've experienced this, right? Like, so we've had this little taste of the work that you do. How does this little taste, like, how does this go on a bigger scale to work individually with issues? Because I was looking through it, like, you work on everything with people, like from health to finances to success. Like, it's a little bit of everything and anything in between. So can you just share, like, what people can expect if they go through one of these sessions with you in this, because those private sessions, they're long, like it's really in-depth work that you do with them. So if you could just share that, that would be great.
Yeah, I'd love to. So um, with the work, if we're doing a one-on-one session, and most people I work with, they're coming in for a problem, an issue, right? So we're really looking to discover what it is that's blocking you from achieving, success, happiness, love, whatever it is. So what I do is I regress you just like we did, but instead of going to a happy scene, we're going to go to a scene, a time, a place, the root, the cause, the reason of how you, acquired your issue. And then you are going to be actually talking to me as I regress you. I'm going to ask you those questions, just like I did. Is it daytime or nighttime? Are you inside or outside? About how old are you? What are you feeling? So you are actually, with your eyes closed and in hypnosis, you're going to be telling me that information. And then once we'll do that 3 and sometimes maybe 4 times. We're going to gather that information, and then we're going to talk through it while you're in hypnosis about how those 3 scenes affect your life today. And this is where you, because you're seeing these scenes, it's your life. These things have happened to you. You are making the connection. Now, there are times where people may not know what the connection is, and I will help them. So there's, nothing to worry about, but you usually have an idea of what's going on. So we take that, and then we may look at those scenes and the people in those scenes. So a lot of them can be, a parent, or parents are siblings, things that happen in grade school. It can actually be things that happened, later on in life too. But we look at that and we dialogue with the person. So that helps us to gain an understanding, because at that time when it was happening to us, especially if we were a little kid, it's like we had a different set of lenses on. We couldn't really understand that mommy had a bad day at work, or mom and dad were fighting, but it had nothing to do with us. So we go back to that scene, and you're not really reliving it. It's like watching a movie. You're looking at it objectively. So you're able to understand with a new set of lenses what actually happened. And so even in dialoguing with the person, it gives you an opportunity to say what you never got to say, to speak your truth, and then, to forgive if that's what you choose to do. And so many of us already have taken a situation of someone maybe that hurt us, and we're like, well, I understand, I forgive that person. But to go back to that scene and literally see it again, and imagine that you're speaking to that person and really speaking it out, gives you a whole nother, it's a total release from your body, from your cells. It changes your DNA, and it really can shift your energy to where you're not carrying burdens anymore, and you begin to live your life from a whole different place. It shifts your perception. So doing this in hypnosis is the most, it's the quickest way to do it, because you can do this in talk therapy, and a lot of people will go to talk therapy and they'll talk about the same things over and over again, but they never really get back to those poignant times in our life that something happened, and we just can't always remember. So in hypnosis, this is where the transformation takes place, because you're in a different brainwave. So that happens. We do more dialoguing in a one-on-one session. And so
that makes sense. So it's going deeper, getting clues, clearing out, that energy or whatever that's stuck there while you're kind of in that place, like whether it's the forgiveness piece or whether it's fast. Right? Like it happens fast. It's called rapid transformational therapy. Like it's fast.
Right. You can cover a lot of ground in one session. So it might be 2 hours, but I've had people that were like, wow, I've been in therapy for years and I've never gotten this far.
Wow. That's so cool.
You can spend so much time going to therapy, and you can spend so much money going to therapy, or you can do it in one session.
Yeah, that's incredible. That's awesome.
Time and money.
That's right. I see a couple comments here, but first I just want to give the URL to your special offer. It's orderjoynow.com/Pam19. Again, it's orderjoynow.com/Pam19. So you can check it out there. I see from Joanne. Joanne said that went deep. I went to some wonderful memories. That's so cool. That's awesome. Abby Marie is saying she fell asleep as she went deeper and deeper, and then woke up with a pounding heartbeat, then saw colors, and then felt a release around her neck. So she was also asking, is it okay to fall asleep, and does that happen?
Actually, it is okay to fall asleep, because your subconscious, when you sleep, is taking in everything. And a lot of times what I'll do is I'll listen to a hypnosis recording at night, and I'll just put it on and I'll just go to sleep, because it's your subconscious is on 24/7 and is always taking it in. So a lot of people feel like, oh, I fell asleep, I didn't know what happened. Your subconscious knows, and actually you probably went deeper than most people normally do, and that's absolutely fine. It still went in. Yeah. So, and the thing is with this, because you're recording it people can listen to it again and again and, come up with maybe different scenes that they haven't thought of, because, sometimes we can't really think of them in our conscious mind. That's why going into hypnosis allows you to access this huge memory bank that holds all experiences that you've ever experienced.
That's amazing. That's really cool. Yeah. And sometimes when you fall asleep, you're not trying to control it. Like it just happens, right? Like there's nothing there saying, wait, this can't be right. Where did it come from?
Exactly.
So that's cool. So Liz is saying, does the process we just did work well if there was trauma already at birth, or is it just after birth?
Actually, that's I'm glad you asked that, because when you regress, you can even go back to being in the womb. And I'll take you through a process where you can actually hear what your mother is saying or what's being said. And so it can actually, if you had trauma like at birth, you can be in the womb and kind of be able to dialogue with your mother ahead of time before being born. So then when you are born, it would allow you to understand why you had that trauma, and you'd have a greater understanding of it.
That's so cool. That's really cool.
Yeah.
All right. So the one question I have, you have 3 offers here for our community, our package A, B, and also the VIP. A question I always like to ask, because well, is this right for me? I don't know, can you kind of describe the person, like where they might be if package A is right for them, and where for B, and also for your VIP? And again, guys, it's use your intuition as well, because I think you get a hit on what one's right, but I just like to hear it from you, Pam, which one, each person there.
Okay, so with package A, it's what we're going to do, so you get the MP3s, and you can actually, so they're based on 3 topics: health, wealth, and relationships. So you can look at, what issue you're dealing with, or which one is most imminent at the time. And there's 2 hypnosis MP3s for each one. So you can listen to either one within your topic that you choose and see which one resonates with you, and listen to that for 30 days. And then the other part of package A are the live calls. So we'll be doing something very similar to this. This was kind of a condensed version, but it's going to be, we're going to be looking at what's blocking you. So we'll be looking at some, scenes, we're not going back to happy scenes. We're going back to scenes that were the root, the cause, the reason of why you have your issue. So in that, it's going to be like we did, where I'm not able to talk to each person, obviously. So you will be, regressed, and then you'll be trying to figure out what it is with those 3 scenes that have to do with your issue today. So you'll get a recording of that, and you can listen to, I like to call that part the discovery part. And then after we do that discovery part, then there's another recording that I'm going to record for you. That's the positive suggestion. So if you're not quite sure how to connect the 3 scenes to what's happening today, you can listen to the discovery portion of the recording over and over again. But I would suggest listening to the positive suggestion part every day for at least 30 days. So this is where a person who kind of thinks they can manage their thoughts and kind of have an understanding of what's going on in their life, package A is going to be fine for them. So for someone who, I find this a lot. People are like, well, I went to this person, I went to that person, I went to this, and I still can't figure it out. It might be that package B works better for them, the one-on-one, because I can actually go through with you and help you figure out. I'm not putting words into your mouth. I'm just guiding you, and we're dialoguing together with your childhood and what happened. And so there's dialoguing that happens between you as the client and me as, the therapist. So,
yeah, I just want to say one thing about your session. This is a powerfully deep session. It's 2 hours long, guys. I mean, this is 2 hour one-on-one session with Pam that you get to really dive deep and work through all those different pieces. So I just want to say that, because you don't always get that with our healers in their sessions. So this is really powerful.
Yeah, we do go deep, but you know what? You always come out on the other side, because there's understanding that takes place. And that's where the transformation takes place, is understanding. You're like, oh, wow, that's why that happened to me. I never realized that. And when you have 3 different scenes where maybe it's a different scene, but it's the same theme. You're like, oh, this happened, and then this happened, and then this. Oh, no wonder why I do that, because this happened as a kid, and this was my perception, So then that's when you can make the transformation, because it's understanding why something happened, why you did that, why you have this reaction to whatever it is you do. And then we do the positive transformation, which is the suggestion. And it is imperative that you listen to it for 30 days, because it takes that long to rewire your brain, because your brain always wants to go back to what's familiar. So we have to kind of untrain it for, the negative familiarity, and then retrain it for the positive and make that familiar. And that takes about, it really takes about 30 days, 21 to 30, but I like to say 30 because, it's a nice round number.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
All right. And then the VIP even goes deeper than that, right? Like it's 6 weeks of additional with 2 sessions and just monitoring and all that during that 6-week time. Is that right?
Yeah, we start with an RTT session, and then the next time, you have access to me as far as emailing too, because we want to make sure that your hypnosis recording is working for you, and that you're comfortable with it and everything. And so 2 weeks later, what I'd really like to do is just see where you are, and then muscle test. We take an inventory of what your needs are and what you want to accomplish. So a lot of people will use this when they're trying to reach a goal. And so we'll check and see if there are any blocks to that goal, and we'll do some energetic work. We may do, like tapping, so that you have a tool to use. Like say if you're, you're going to a party and you're on, you're trying not to eat sweets, so like you can go in the bathroom and you have a tool to use, to help you maybe have the craving that you're having for something dissipate, So, it's not just about clearing your energy. I really like to give people tools so that they can help themselves, because, that's important. That, it's just, you have to have some tools to deal with life. You just can't, I don't like people thinking, oh, let me just go to Pam and have her clear me. And, the problem happens, oh, let me call her up, clear me. I could do that all day long, but it's not really helping you. So I like to teach you tools that you can use so that you don't always have to be relying on someone else. And it's empowering to the person too. So it's really for people who want to accomplish a goal, and we take action steps, to reach your goal.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's so important. And that's such an important piece, is working through this package, and then knowing that, so with the VIP, like working through it and then knowing beyond the 6 weeks, you have tools then if stuff comes up or stuff happens to kind of help you through it after that. So that's really important.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. So I'm going to give your special offer link one more time. It's orderjoynow.com/Pam19. Again, it's orderjoynow.com/Pam19. So Pam, before we wrap up, I just want to say thank you all for attending. This was so fascinating. I loved the process. And Pam, thank you for joining us. This was everybody was asking for a taste. So and you gave us quite the taste of your work. So I certainly appreciate that very much. Is there anything you want to share or say before we wrap up?
Um, I could just go over real quickly if we have just a few minutes, just the 5 rules of the mind. We didn't get to that, if that's okay.
Yeah, I have about 5 minutes, then I got to jump off. So that would be great.
So the first rule of your mind is that your mind always does what it thinks you want. Okay? That's the first rule. We don't really have time to go into all of them. Get my notes here. Okay, the second rule is that your mind moves you from pain to pleasure. So if you're going into a situation that's painful or that you're scared about, it's going to move you away. Okay, that's the second rule. The third rule is that every thought you think has a physical reaction. So a lot of times your cortisol will rise or you'll start sweating if you feel nervous about something. Okay, the fourth rule is that your mind loves what's familiar. So we kind of touched on that already. You're always gonna, if it's familiar to have cake when you're stressed, then that's what your mind's gonna want. And so that's where hypnosis comes in to change that. And then the fifth rule is that your mind cannot hold conflicting thoughts. So a lot of times people will say, oh, I want to go work out, but I'm too tired. Or I want to go work out, but I don't feel comfortable around people. Or I want to diet, but that cake looks so good. So your mind can't hold conflicting thoughts. And this is where this keeps us stuck. So that's why we have goals and we have resolutions, but sometimes we can't follow through because of these 5 rules of the mind. And these 5 rules, Marissa Peer, who came up with RTT, she's the founder of RTT. This is what her program is based around. So that's where I'm getting that information from. But,
awesome. So those 5 rules, then that's how you kind of help with the mind, is kind of like, that's how those rules play a fact, or how they kind of play into it.
Yeah, we work around that because with those 5 rules, it's a way of knowing how to dialogue with the person, and then using the discovery part, the regression, and then transforming that into the positive suggestions that we use, that you listen to, for 30 days.
Cool.
So
That's very cool.
It all works into that.
Very cool. That's very helpful. Nice. Thank you. That helps. And I think that's a great way to close out the call. If you guys feel that Pam's her offer is right for you, I know Pam is active in our Facebook group, so you can ask questions there if you have them about the package, about the offer, and anything that comes up about that. I'm sure Pam will be in and out all weekend, so feel free to ask those then.
I'm around. Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. Thank you. And this, yeah, good. Yeah, we didn't do one last time, so I'm excited to do I think we did a on the phone line. So I was glad to see you on video. That's awesome. And if you guys have questions, just ask, and we will have a replay of this up on the replay page later today, so you can check there for that. So yeah, so thank you everybody, and happy weekend.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, we'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Thanks, Pam.
Bye. Thank you.